If you're over 60, one small habit you take to bed could be silently raising your risk of a stroke while you sleep. No warning, no pain. One moment you're fine, and the next you can't lift your arm. Your words are slurred, or your balance is gone. As a brain doctor, I've seen far too many older adults go through this, not because of smoking or diet, but because of something they thought was helping: vitamins. Every day, millions of seniors take supplements hoping to protect their bones, boost energy, or keep their memory sharp. While many do help, some, especially in high doses, can quietly put your brain in danger. Today, I want to walk you through 5 common vitamins that may increase your risk of stroke, brain bleeds, or blood pressure spikes, especially during the early morning hours when your brain is most vulnerable. If you've ever taken vitamins D, E, B6, A, or niacin, this video might just save your life. Before we begin, I'd love to know, have you ever questioned if your vitamins could be doing harm? Type 1 in the comments if you have, 0 if this is all new. And if brain health matters to you or someone you love, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Health 365 for honest, science-backed tips made especially for older adults. Let's start with the most surprising one: vitamin D. What you don't know could turn a good night's sleep into a dangerous one. You've heard it's good for bones, mood, and immunity, and that's true in moderation. But here's what most seniors are never told. Too much vitamin D, especially taken at night, can quietly raise your risk of a stroke. I know that sounds shocking, but I've seen it with my own patients. Take Mr. Walter, a 74-year-old retired Navy vet. He believed he was protecting his bones with a daily 10,000 IU vitamin D capsule he bought over the counter. But what he didn't realize was that this simple routine was slowly pushing his body toward a silent disaster. One morning, his wife found him confused, unable to speak clearly, and with a limp arm. A stroke. Lab tests showed dangerously high calcium levels. The culprit? Vitamin D toxicity. When you take high doses of vitamin D without medical guidance, it causes calcium to build up in your bloodstream. Your body sends that excess calcium into your arteries, making them stiff and narrow. This can lead to a blood clot straight to your brain. As we age, our arteries naturally lose flexibility. Add in dehydration, poor sleep, and a calcium spike at night, and you've created a perfect storm. The scariest part? No warning signs. You go to bed feeling fine and wake up with your life forever changed. Studies show that even 2,000 IU daily may be too much if you're not deficient. If you're taking vitamin D, especially with calcium or heart medications, it is crucial to get your blood levels checked and always take it in the morning. The next vitamin is one many take for heart health, but in older adults it can lead to something even more dangerous than a clot: a brain bleed. Let's talk about vitamin E. Often called the heart helper, many people over 60 add it to their routine. But here's the part that doesn't make it onto the bottle label. Too much vitamin E, especially when combined with common heart medications, can increase your risk of bleeding in the brain. Let me share a story I'll never forget. Mrs. Evelyn Brooks, an 81-year-old retired librarian, was on warfarin, a blood thinner. One day she picked up a bottle of natural vitamin E, 800 IU per capsule. She thought it would help her memory. 3 weeks later, she was rushed to the ER with a terrible headache and confusion. A brain scan showed a hemorrhagic stroke, bleeding inside the brain. Vitamin E in high doses works like a natural anticoagulant. If you're already on aspirin, Plavix, or any blood thinner and then add vitamin E, your risk of internal bleeding quietly goes up, especially in the brain, where even a small bleed can steal your speech or memory. The recommended daily intake for older adults is just 15 milligrams, about 22 international units. Yet most supplements contain 200, 400, or even 1,000 international units per capsule. Mrs. Evelyn survived, but she now walks with a cane, and her short-term memory was never quite the same. She told me, "I just wanted to help myself. I didn't know I was doing harm." So many seniors think if it's a vitamin, it must be safe. You must talk to your doctor before adding anything new. If the idea of a brain bleed wasn't scary enough, there's a vitamin people take for nerve support that can quietly damage your nerves, sometimes permanently. Let's talk about vitamin B6. This vitamin is often labeled as a nerve support or brain booster. But here's what most seniors are never warned about. Too much vitamin B6 can actually damage your nerves, sometimes permanently. Take Mr. Harold Jenkins, a 76-year-old retired truck driver. He came into my office with numb feet, tingling hands, and a terrible loss of balance. He had been taking a nerve support formula for over a year. Inside each tablet, 100 milligrams of vitamin B6. He was taking 200 milligrams daily, over 10 times the safe upper limit. Unlike some vitamins that flush out, B6 builds up in your system over time. In older adults, it can damage the protective coating around your nerves. The result? Tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, and even confusion. The symptoms creep in slowly, and many people think it's just aging or arthritis. Mr. Jenkins was lucky. We stopped the supplement and the damage didn't get worse, but he still uses a cane. He told me, "I just wanted to protect my brain. I didn't realize I was poisoning it." B6 is important, but in very small amounts. Many supplements contain dangerous amounts, and if you're taking any pill that says nerve or brain, you must check the label. You might think at least some vitamins, like A, must be safe, because they're just for eyesight, right? Well, not exactly. Let's talk about vitamin A. You've probably heard it's essential for good eyesight and immune health. But what almost no one tells you is that too much vitamin A doesn't just sit quietly in your system. It builds up in your liver and tissues. Over time, it can increase pressure inside your skull, mimicking a stroke, damaging your vision, and affecting your brain. Let me tell you about Miss Dorothy Simmons, a 79-year-old retired piano teacher. She started getting headaches, blurred vision, and slurred speech. Her family feared a stroke, but her scans showed no clot or bleed. Instead, she had elevated intracranial pressure. The cause? Vitamin A toxicity. She had been taking a high-dose skin and eye supplement for over 5 years, nearly 10,000 IU per day. As we age, our liver slows down, so that buildup happens even faster. This can lead to a condition called pseudotumor cerebri, a false brain tumor. The symptoms are headaches, double vision, dizziness, and even permanent vision loss. The safe upper limit for seniors is roughly 2,500 to 3,000 IU per day, but many supplements contain far more. She told me, "I thought I was doing something good for my body. I never imagined it could hurt my brain. If you thought eyesight vitamins were risky, wait until you hear what happens when a vitamin meant for cholesterol and heart health suddenly spikes your blood pressure." Let's talk about niacin, also known as vitamin B3. Praised as a natural way to lower cholesterol, what's often left out of the conversation for older adults is that niacin in high doses can cause serious swings in your blood pressure and even trigger a stroke. Let me introduce you to Mr. Frank Miller, an 82-year-old retired postman. He was taking an over-the-counter supplement with 1,000 milligrams of niacin per serving twice a day. That's 2,000 milligrams daily, over 60 times the amount most seniors need. High doses of niacin cause your blood vessels to suddenly expand and then constrict. This yo-yo effect can raise your blood pressure, stress your heart, and reduce blood flow to your brain. Mr. Miller had a TIA, a mini stroke. He thought it was a fluke, but I had to tell him the truth. His daily supplement was quietly harming his brain. He's now off niacin and has no permanent damage. But he told me, I thought I was doing everything right. I didn't know I was gambling with my brain. For older adults, anything above 50 milligrams of niacin per day should be used only under medical supervision. By now you might be asking, if these vitamins can be risky, what should I do instead? The truth is, your body wasn't designed to run on pills. It was built to thrive on real, whole, nutrient-rich food that your brain recognizes and uses in just the right amounts. Let me tell you about Mrs. Margaret Wilson, a 73-year-old retired school principal. She had a drawer full of supplements and was still feeling dizzy and seeing her blood pressure climb. So we did something radical. We cleared the clutter and replaced the pills with food. Her breakfast was simple: a boiled egg, half an avocado, a slice of whole grain toast, a handful of blueberries, and a glass of water. No pills, just real, nourishing food. Within weeks, her dizziness faded, and her blood pressure stabilized. Her mind felt clearer than it had in years. Your brain needs hydration, healthy fats, and micronutrients in their natural form. Some of the best foods for older adults include leafy greens, fatty fish, berries, nuts, and whole grains. These foods don't just protect your brain. They support your heart, bones, and mood too. Awareness is the best medicine. At this stage in life, every choice matters more. The truth is, it's not the pills you take, but what you understand about them that truly protects you. Your body at 60, 70, or 80 doesn't process supplements the same way it did decades ago. Even well-meaning habits like taking vitamins can quietly backfire if you're not careful. You don't need to fear vitamins, but you do need to respect them. Read the labels, ask your doctor, and listen to your body, especially when it whispers. If any part of this video spoke to you, tell me in the comments. What's one change you'll make starting tomorrow? If you found this helpful, give it a like to help others find it too. And please subscribe to Senior Health Guide so we can keep learning, growing, and staying strong together. You're not alone on this journey, and you're never too old to take